What's up, y'all? I know it's been a minute since I recorded anything. I haven't really had anything to upload. I haven't, hasn't been anything special or crazy going on. I've just been driving. But I wanted to make a video tonight. Something bothers me. Something I see out here a lot, especially on the 80, is slow trucks passing other slow trucks. And let me say first and foremost, I'm a slow truck. I'm governed at 65 miles an hour, even though the speed limit out here, most of this state, Wyoming, is 75, 80 miles an hour, right? I mean, 65 is what they slow you down to in a lot of construction zones. So I know I can't do the speed limit most of the time. So I keep my slow ass in the right lane. You know, I might pull a hill better than somebody else, and if that's the case, I'll pass them and then get right back over in the right-hand lane. You know, this Detroit likes to pull. She pulls hard. Even some of these faster trucks, I might take them on the hill, but then I'm right back in the right lane. Unless somebody's going considerably slower than me, like let's say 58 miles an hour or less. If there's traffic behind me, I'm not even trying to get out there and slow them down. I'm just going to back out of it until there's no traffic coming up behind me, you know. But here it is. It's nighttime now. There's not a whole lot of traffic out here, thankfully, you know. It's 11 o'clock at night, so it's a little easier to deal with passing people, and I passed a few people tonight, but this truck right in front of me that you can barely see the taillights of up there is a contracted carrier pulling doubles. I deal with them out here regularly. I ain't gonna name them out because it don't really matter. But if you run the 80 a lot, you know who they are because they're governed at 67 miles an hour. So he's been back there behind me messing around for a while with getting out in the left lane, trying to decide whether he can pass me or not. Number one, he can't pass me on the hills, so he had to wait till we got out here by Wamsutter where it's flatter. Number two, it takes him a long time to pass me because he's only 2 miles an hour faster than me. So he did the right thing and he waited for a while. And I thought, you know, all right, we'll get up here on the flats, whatever, we'll make it happen for him because I know he wants to pass me because he kept getting in that hammer lane and then getting back behind me. But then, when it like made no sense at all, homeboy jumps over into the hammer lane and starts crawling up the side of my trailer. And I mean crawling. He's only 2 miles an hour faster. Right? So how long is it going to take him to do that? It's going to take too long. There's traffic building up behind him and whatnot. So me, being a 65 mile an hour truck, I slow down. Cut the cruise off for a minute, backed it down to 61, blinked my headlights at him, tell him, you know, hey, come on over, get out of that fast lane. He didn't have a CB, otherwise he would have heard me telling him on the CB that I was slowing down. But that's a whole nother topic. But just the courtesy of, I know he ain't much faster than me, but if I slow down for a minute don't make no difference in where I'm going. If a minute makes that hard of a difference in your day, you need to trip plan better. You need to figure something else out. You know what I mean? But I slow down for a minute, let him round me, and then he's around me and he's gone. I bring my speed back up to 65, set the cruise again, and we're rolling. No big deal. I don't see a lot of that courtesy out here with other drivers, and I don't understand why. I don't understand why you gotta, you know, be so difficult and just hard-headed. It is really all it is. It's hard-headed. There's no courtesy, no care, no thought for the other person, and it don't make no damn sense. But I see it out here all the time. The other thing is, a lot of times I jump over in the left-hand lane to allow somebody to merge that's coming onto the freeway, right? Especially trucks. Now, I'm guilty of once in a while, if it's a car and they're being stupid and trying to come up too slow, I'll shut them out and make them slow down, right? They're merging onto the freeway. The law says they're supposed to yield anyway. But for trucks, especially if you drive a truck, you know that other drivers, it takes us a minute to get up to speed. This dude just passed me so he can take his exit. Wasting fuel, wasting time, knucklehead. Whatever. Had to pass me to get in front of me to try to slow me down. That's another rant I ain't gonna get into at the moment. But what I was saying, if you're coming onto the freeway, regardless of how fast your truck is, and you see a truck that moves over to let you on so that you don't gotta slow down, even if you are faster, if I get over there and you get on and then you hold me out there in the left-hand lane while you get up to speed to go on and pull around me, you're a punk. Straight up. Even if you know your truck's faster, if I show you the courtesy of moving over into that left-hand lane to let you on, knowing that I'm a slow-ass truck, it only takes you about 10 seconds to figure out that I'm not going to go any faster than 65. So if you're getting on at, say, 60, and I get over, slow down for just a second. Let me get back in that right lane, let traffic go, and then you can go on around and pass me and do your thing. The lack of courtesy out here is disgusting. You know, all the old heads always talking about the new generation of drivers this, new generation of drivers that. But I got old heads pulling cattle racks with big, long-nosed, large car Pete's that do the same shit to me that I'm complaining about right now. So it isn't a generational thing. It's a lack of courtesy. You know what I mean? I was caught right outside of Boise, Idaho the other day. 2 lanes come into one, and then there's a crossover for construction. Speed limit goes from 70 to 55, and then boom, 1 lane crossover right past the scale. Trying to get people to merge properly. I'm like so confused with how there's no courtesy in that. I expect 4-wheelers to be going around that right-hand side when I get into the hammer lane, knowing that that's the lane that's staying open and traffic is moving at 5 miles an hour. I'm not going to sit out there in that right-hand lane and get stuck. When I found an opening I fit in, I get in it. Right? And there's other trucks passing me in that right-hand lane to get up there to try to get in line in front of me, to interrupt the process instead of just merging over where you know you can. I don't get that. I don't get the lack of courtesy. Everybody thinks that they're, you know, going to get somewhere so much faster by doing one up on somebody else. But really all you're doing is messing things up, man, and it ain't right. We need to treat each other better. We need to be better. We need to do better. You know? So, yeah, it's a little short video. I'm not going to, you know, I don't have a whole lot to say, and I'm not going to sit here and repeat myself a bunch of times. But, y'all really, if you see an opportunity to be courteous to somebody, I mean, if they're being rude or they're being stupid, well, that's on them. You know? But if you got an opportunity to be courteous to somebody, being nice doesn't cost you a damn thing. You know? Show a little love, show a little respect, and let's try to keep everybody happy and safe out here, because at the end of the day, we're all chasing the money, we all want to fill the bag, and we all want to go home happy. All right? Late.